going up.
Do you feel elevated? Oh,
Elevated. Do it now.
do it now. Are you organized? Are you ready? Are you prepared and braced?
Yep.
Oh, can we see?
I haven't got much though. To be fair, like anything at all.
Yeah.
Like anything.
I'm a bit like that too.
18.
But
Oh, episode 19, bro.
yeah,
Jesus.
19. And you know what that calls for?
I thought I put 18 twice by accident.
Well, do you know what that calls for? Well, you do, I've been down to the brewery.
The brewery. The brewery.
Yeah, brewery.
The Jim Brewer Brewery.
Jamboree. Up
Jim
and down,
Brewer.
up and down to the jamboree.
The Jamboree.
Yeah, I went down to the saloon for the Splatoon.
To the Splatoon. You actually did spit. Whoa.
Well, with that out of the way, I think that's time to call it in for the Beardy Bros podcast. What an interesting start. What's up, Beardies and Beardettes?
You should cut that to the very start. It's like,
Do like the little, oh. What's up, Beardies and Beardettes?
oh yeah, the little ding noise. Ding.
Ding! Ding! I gotta clean that up now, god damn it.
What are you doing?
It just happened. That spat on my
The
foot.
phrase of being live, I guess.
Oh, God.
Anything can happen.
Well, anyway. How are we, Jim? How are we, man?
Fucking awesome, man.
Fucking
How about
awesome.
yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. It's been another week. Another week. It's been another week.
I think when it was like another.
I don't know. It's been pretty chill.
Another.
It's been pretty chill. Oh, what times it has been. So yeah, it's another week, another podcast, another episode. Thank you all back again. Yes, last week was our 1 year anniversary episode. So in the sense, this could be a fresh new batch because it's been a year. So this would, if theoretically, but even though that was the year, was the halfway point. Who knows? It's one of those things. Yeah, look at Jim vibing. We're all just vibing. I don't know, he's going at it. But welcome back once again, everyone. Thank you for listening to us and watching us with your eye holes and using your ear holes. So we've had a few guests. We've had Juddy come by. We've had Wookie come by. Who knows who else we might get for the rest of this season? We're only halfway through? Not even halfway through this.
We might even be in it.
We might even be in the pod. We might have doubles. Who knows? A recording with us.
Could be Wookie and Juddy. Who like,
just not us on it. Just have
someone in case someone calls in sick. I guess I don't know.
Who knows? Anything can happen. But
yes,
yes.
I will not want to do this sick. Jesus, that'd be.
Oh well, I've done that once before when I was a bit crook, and you can see how those episodes go.
Yeah.
It's like there's no energy, there's no effort.
No, I mean like the cold and flu and that. Like that'd be horrible. Like, they're going.
Yeah.
Just keep sniffing.
So, what a week, I guess. I mean, there hasn't been much in the sense of things, but I mean, do I want to get my little rant out the way now?
Is that the thing you talked about earlier?
Yeah, do I just get my little rants out the way now? We can just progress on, I think.
Do it. We keep mixing shit up, man.
I think so.
I'm in.
So strap yourself down, strap in, strap on, and get ready for the rant. We got Dale's Rambles in for another special segment. We haven't had Dale's Rambles for a while, have we?
A good month or so.
No, it's only usually happens when I'm usually drunk. This time I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking, and I'm completely sober. Well,
yeah,
that's a lie. Random. That's a lie. I had a little tiny sip of that, but I ain't gonna do crap. So,
you think?
as he thinks.
Did you actually eat though?
Yeah, I've eaten. Oh, the chicken parm.
So
it comes up every now and then on my main Twitter profile, but it's mainly on my secondary one, which is my my kind of one that's set for my streaming stuff. So it's my PickleTube Twitter account. I was trying to think there for a second. Twitch and Twitter, it's so hard to not say the same thing. But you know what I mean? Twitch and Twitter, and it's like, it gets confusing sometimes when you try and... It's a Twitcher, you know, you have your Twitcher account. So basically, on there, on my backup account, basically my secondary account, which is meant to be for what it's for, yeah. You usually get, like, recommended posts, I guess. Like, it's trying to recommend people to follow. And
yeah,
lately this has been going on for a while now, but in the span of at least, even like last week and this week alone, it's been constantly more now popping up with a lot of these, I guess, Xbox, would we call them fan bias? People, fan bias? Like,
Xbox?
Like, yeah, because it's not like we're not gendering anyone now, like, because you can't say, like, saying fanboys is kind of like you're categorizing to a degree where it's not. You've got everyone that's just basically fanboying. Well, we're going to go back to that. So I got on a fan bias. He's slurping away and he goes out of focus every time he sips. It's like he controls his camera with his bottle. Did you get a new bottle? Did you change your bottle? You have. Did you break your other?
Oh, because it had the green thing around it.
Yeah. Did you get paranoid with the other one?
And I was actually sipping then.
Yeah. So
no, I've had that for the whole year before.
But you've been using the other one.
Yeah, I just switch them and
every now and then. But
every couple of weeks.
Every couple of weeks. But coming back to it, yeah, there are a lot of accounts that keep popping up, being recommended to me. All these like Xbox user accounts. I don't know whether if these people are Xbox ambassadors. Maybe they might be, but they're very Xbox. They're very Xbox. Oh, they're very Xbox biased either way, because they're always trying to hype up Xbox all the time and try and make PlayStation look bad. But yet, I'm not seeing anyone from the PlayStation side of things doing that kind of thing back at Xbox. It's all Xbox, not like two sides going at it. So I feel like PlayStation users aren't really going out there making these meme attacks at people, while we've got, you know, Xbox trying to make stabs at basically PlayStation. And it's just like been going on heaps. Like, I've shared some of the memes I've sent to you where it's like, oh, the PS5 Pro, which looks like an Xbox Series X, just
but
white. And then it's like, there was another one which I saw bad at it, which was the same thing, but it had the fins stuck on the side of the box. And everyone's been giving shit and been like, oh, look, look at the Xbox exclusives. Oh, everyone's trying to hype up Xbox. And it's just been getting really fucking annoying. It's like, do you have to whinge all the fucking time? Like, okay, yeah, I'm ranting, which is a sense of whinging to a degree, but it's just like, I'm not even following these people
on a daily,
like, that's their, I guess that's
hourly basis.
Yeah, that's their. I don't know whether that's their. I guess that's because that's their identity to a degree. But like, there's just so many going on. Like, oh, we're getting this. Oh, we've got Mech Warrior 5 on Xbox. Who gives a fuck about Mech Warrior? I haven't seen. It's just a mech game. Playing in mechs. Who gives a fuck? Like,
well, we got Returnal.
That's what I mean. Like, Returnal. Like, but like, there's
look dope though.
Pretty. Yeah. Oh. It's freaking insane from what I've seen. But like, it's just I'm just getting annoyed with this whole, like, it seemed fine for a while. Everyone was neutral, everyone was fine, and now everyone's back at fighting at sides again. But it seems to be just Xbox. I keep seeing, like, I'm not even following these people. It just keeps recommending them to me. It's like, I make my account very neutral based, so I get neutral content. But yet it keeps trying to recommend me these like Xbox people going, oh, Xbox is so much more better. Sip my tea, eat my crumpets, put on my little beret, and I'm like, ooh, you know, kind of shit. It's just like, fuck off. Like, I
don't want to point facts to them though. On most of them, I just want to type stuff.
Oh, I try to not do that. Like, I avoid that, because if you interact with it, then you get more of that fed to you, even more. And it's just like, I'm not even liking any of these posts. I'm starting to stay away, but it keeps recommending them to me. It's like, can you fuck off? Like,
have you actually paid attention to them though? Like, what they actually say? Half of them make no sense.
Exactly, it makes no fucking sense. It's like they're just trying to be whingy wine bum, being like, oh, we're better. Like I said, we're better. It's like, fuck, just, why can't people just enjoy the shit? Like, there's one dude legit made a post who was trying to, like, boast Xbox, being like, oh, you know, making it sound like it's all good and stuff like that. It was like, oh, I have my Xbox because I can play RPGs on Game Pass. It's the best platform to play them on. It's just like, but then he goes, but I play all consoles, rather. It's like, what the fuck? You're double negative. Like, you're boosting up Xbox in your main post, and then in the comment you're going, oh, but I support all consoles, and I play them more evenly on. It's like, fuck me. Like, what is your fucking deal? And again, RPGs are best based on PC because that's where they originated. Yeah. Like, there's no difference.
Well, it depends. First-person PC, third-person console.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Like, You cannot play third person with a damn keyboard and mouse.
But you have
so
all these
hard.
people going around, people, trying to make things out to be like. I saw the cover recently, actually today, for Resident Evil. I was intrigued by that cover.
The steelbook or the?
It's just the normal one where it has like Redfield with half and the other half was like the wolf.
Yeah, the werewolf.
I was like, ooh, yeah, the lichen. I was like, that's pretty cool design.
Because werewolves are not lichens.
They're different.
No one seems to get the difference.
Well, yeah, it's
werewolves are mostly wolf. Lichens are mostly people. Like
people.
They're fucking different.
Well, I mean, you have always had different media that's always portrayed it the same kind of thing, whether they're like
they're lichens in there because they're on two legs, like a person.
Lichens aren't they? Yeah, because lichens are the people that can turn into wolf, where werewolves are just the one thing they can't turn back on or anything. But in media, there has been incidents where someone goes, "Oh, it's a werewolf," but they've been able to shapeshift from a person to a werewolf, like
But usually, werewolves. Lichens are, but they're more human traits than what a werewolf is.
Yeah, so it can be very mixed, but they're similar. I guess they're like cousin species, like when you compare a dog with a wolf, they're related in the same family, but they're two different species. So, I guess that's the same sense as where a lichen and a werewolf are the cousin species. But like,
I just got triggered when someone goes, "They're werewolves." Like, they're not werewolves.
They're lichens, yeah.
Even the dev said lichens.
Yeah. So I'm just used to calling them in the sense of just werewolves, because not many things have always used that terminology as a lichen.
Well, the Underworld movies,
it's mainly that. That's what I say. That's the only thing I was going to reference to is when it comes to those things. But most vampire verse, it's always been werewolves and vampires versing each other. But technically, it's meant to be lichens and vampires. It's always meant to be lichen and vampires. But they always go, "Oh no, it's weird words." So we go werewolves. And
werewolves change under the moon. Lichens don't. So.
They can do it whenever. That's the difference. So you have more control over the ability.
Yeah.
So yeah. But like there's a lot of people lately again too just being saying shit. Xbox plays better on the Xbox than it does on the PS5. It's like fuck off.
Did you just say Xbox plays better on the Xbox?
Xbox plays better on the Xbox.
I wouldn't agree with that. To be fair.
It's just
because the Series X wouldn't play on the Series S.
But I had a moment today when a customer come through. It's like, and I was just like, sorry, that's not on that. They come in and they go, can I get Forza 4 on the PS5? And I'm like, that's only on Xbox. And they're like, oh, okay.
They're not a real gamer.
It's like, oh,
they should have known Forza.
The last
Microsoft.
The last, I know some people don't understand. They have like, how are they not marketed? Like, I mean, they are marketed very well. Like,
Forza has clearly on everything, only on Xbox.
I was like, I had another person, they're trying to be a smartest, to like come up to me and like, do you know where you can get some blinker fluid? And I just looked at him and I was like, ha! I turned around and walked off.
You literally did that. You got to get the headlight fluid.
Got to get that headlight fluid. I was like, oh my god, who do you think I am? I work in.
Wait, were they being serious?
Yeah, I don't know if they're being. I think they're being shit stir. They're trying to be funny. And I'm just like, so what I ended up doing later on is I went up to one of my other fellow employees. And I was like, do you know where I can get any blinker fluid? And they're like, blinker fluid? What's that? Where do you get that from? And I was like, oh my fucking god. I was like, and they were like generally like, I was like, how do you not know this is a joke? It's a big
people though.
I mean, that's why it came a thing in the first place. Usually it's to heckle, tradies used to do it to heckle their apprentices and stuff like that. Mechanics,
But now it's every other dumb shit on the planet saying it just because I think it's fucking real.
It's like they used to say, it's like get me the 2-meter screwdriver or the 5-meter screwdriver. It's like, where's the 5-meter screw? It's like, it's just stupid things just because it sounds legit, but it's not. It's just fuck with people.
It's that's freaking funny though.
But it's just like, god damn it, can you not?
People, let them do them.
People, but yeah. So no, it's just annoying with people going on again.
I mean, if I open Twitter right now, I betcha you'd say something. You do what you're doing. I'm going to open Twitter. I bet one of the first things I see.
Here? What can you see? My eyes. Here's something actually funny before, or what are you going to search into it? there's nothing actually funny or fill in. So, an article I came across through the week. You're gonna laugh at this. The headline was Belgian farmer accidentally moves French border. So basically, when I was reading the article, how the border's set up is they got stone like slab markings that are set through the like borderline to mark off where the border actually is between the Belgium-French border, and they're slabbed up across spots where not to be moved. And apparently, what came out was that the farmer was trying to mow his wherever his yard is must have been on the border edging. So he's trying to mow his yard, and when he was mowing, he said the slab was just in his way, so he just picked it up and moved it. And he pushed it more one way, so therefore the border territory there's a kind of they made a joke about they don't want to freak it out because the French border had been reduced by so much meters because he moved it out of the way, so because therefore it would adjust the border lining, and you need to change it back, it can't be it. I'm like, that's freaking hilarious. It's
I can't see anything on there. God dang it.
Can't see anything.
But yet later after the potty, it'll be Xbox.
Yeah, it's just freaking annoying.
All I've got there now is the football because the football was on. So.
Yeah, I couldn't find too much earlier, but related to Forza though, I don't know if you saw this, the new Fable game. Did you hear about this?
From Playground.
Is the new Fable game is going to be running on the Forza engine. So it's going to be interesting to see that they've built it in that.
Good cars?
I just guess. Well, I've always wondered what
would be racing.
Well, I don't know. I think it's maybe the open world aspect of things because you've got that open world exploration sense with the cars.
It makes cars look good.
So, I'd be interested to see how it would work because, I mean, being that's used for cars stuff like that, we could see what the engine can be done. I guess it's an attempt to see what they can do with that engine with other
media. Have you seen how people look in Forza though?
Yeah, but they can focus on more people than doing better.
Yeah, but it's more to do with lighting.
Imagine if you have if you got the cars highly detailed. Imagine what you could do with the people. It'd be weird.
Yeah, less because they're not as There's more detail on people than there is cars. Because cars, you've just got to make sure it's reflective, shiny. It can have the sun, the rain.
Well, I mean, if you go back to Forza though, when you got your actual characters you can create, they're pretty cool.
They're not as good though as
actual made characters.
I mean, it makes sense because the teams working on them make Forza games. So I guess they're familiar with their own engine.
So it's interesting.
Just do what other studios do. Make a new engine just for that game, and then
who knows?
See how that goes. Make it good.
I mean, maybe once they've worked with the Forza engine and they develop new things to work with this, they might go, well, here's this part for Forza engine, and then we relabel this one because it's a whole different with new things they've worked with and call it the whatever engine. So that could be a thing as well.
It's just, if the trailer was to go by, it's gonna look good.
Yeah.
Like that friggin' frog, just as all happy, then it's dead. Whoa!
That was such a good trailer, though, that one.
Anyone can die in that world.
There's no...
A little fairy lady just
And they're gone.
Wow. I mean,
I know.
If that wouldn't be gameplay at all, though. That would be just
It's all cinematic, kind of.
I try to hate games these days. They give you cinematic after cinematic after cinematic.
It's give us actual gameplay so we know what's going on.
Like Ratchet and Clank, they've been giving us gameplay for fucking how long? 6 months?
That's actually showing gameplay.
That's what old devs need to do. Give us 20 minutes of gameplay. Just give us a little bit of gameplay. That's
all we need. That's all we want.
It is. Which I have to say, there's a state of play this month, which I think they're revealing. I don't have the list on me.
We're getting that time though. We're getting close to it again.
Yeah,
state of play and everything.
Next month.
All the big news will start coming back out again. Stuff we've seen before and another extra stuff.
There was a whole list of games. There was apparently Sunset Overdrive coming to PS5, like a enhanced version for PS5.
Yep. Well, we have been talking about that.
And also a Sunset 2, which...
Well, we have been talking about this for a while, though, too.
Yeah, so. But, it's a leak, though, so it's probably not real. Someone probably just made the list.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Sunset Overdrive could be real, because Insomniac. Plus, the second one as well.
They want people to play the first one.
Ooh. What are Insomniac doing? They've just put out all the Ratchet and Clank. If they got another Spider-Man, which is presumed in development as well, like the second
actual
one,
proper sequel, not the in between.
plus Ratchet, Spider-Man, plus they've just plus Sunset Overdrive. Man.
There's a lot of games they can have.
Plus, if it's true, the Resistance collection. Like, how many developers are at Insomniac? How many games are they working on?
It depends on what they need to do. Well, if they've already got the game there in save files, they just need to export it to the program they're using for, update some graphics here and there. Like,
because Ratchet and Clank's been developing for 4 years, I think. This is the 4th or 5th year.
There's a difference between, like...
Quick.
Well, that's it. There's a difference between working on games where you're just upscaling stuff and porting it across, and then you've got games that you're building from scratch.
I think Sunset Overdrive is being redone. Like, not a remake, but like...
Reskin. It'll be a reskin.
Kind of like Spider-Man Remastered, I guess. They're going to change the lighting, they're going to change textures.
And that doesn't take much.
They go on the full 10 yards.
Like, that's the... Well, this is just skins. You just re-import the skins. That's all you do. It's not that... It's just remaking them and then sending them across.
They put ray tracing on it, which that's a big effort.
Just rendering, let it all render, and then if it loads right, then you go, yep, save. But it still takes time to render.
I just fucking downloaded Sunset Overdrive too.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it on here, and I'm going to play it on there.
Yeah, what'd you get on? PC?
Yeah. It's on Game Pass, so I was like,
I need to play
it on PC.
I want to play
it. It didn't run bad on Xbox, but it get higher frames on PC.
Yeah. Another big thing that's been going on this week, and it's Apple's been trying to make as much stabs they can to try and bring it back down. But the Epic vs. Apple court case happened this week, and someone aired it to Twitch during the week.
Not just that, but YouTube. Like it's fucking everywhere. Like,
because I was sitting there, I
can't
remember what it was, but I was sitting there, and then a notification came that such and such. It was like, what's that game fest show, whatever it was. It's their Twitch channel had aired it on their Twitch channel. Yeah, I was like, but this is like...
It's a Game Awards. It was
Game Awards. Yeah. They actually he shared it up on the thing. I'm like, what? He's just sharing the court case up onto the Twitch account. Just like, fuck it.
I guess it's not really... It's not a big deal.
Like, no, but it's just funny that they've just gone, hey, we're just going to put this up on Twitch. Just, boop, a phone in his pocket or whatever.
It makes Apple real bad.
Oh, there's so much going on, and because of that, through the week, we've seen Apple trying to make stabs at Epic now, and being like, oh, but this, oh, but that, oh, but this, because one of the ones I've got here was, Epic lawyers point out, Epic's top 20 has 25 games. It's like, but who cares? Like, okay, yeah, it's top 20. Oh, but there's more games. It's like, oh, this list has this. It's like, oh, your list has top 3, but there's 10 games in there. It's like,
just because there's a number doesn't mean they've got to be that exact amount.
And then another one was like, Apple tries really hard. This is a headline. Apple tries really hard to get Epic to admit there's porn on its store. It's like, they don't care. Steam has adult games on their stores that are basically pornographic. Like, I think Amazon has it too. Like, most
as long as devs get their game out there, who cares?
Like, yeah, and Apple's trying to be all like, oh, just because Apple wants to be very PC, like, doesn't mean other...
But if you go on Apple's one, there's probably one on there too.
Most probably. I don't. Well, maybe not. By the way, they're going at it.
I don't think Epic cares because a lot of their games are adults.
That's exactly it. They don't care as long as like they got their age restrictions anyway. They're not just being like, oh, anyone can download it. You still got to tick the box to say you're an adult. But
yeah, you still got to. Anyone can do that.
Anyone can do that, but they put the thing going, oh, you're an adult before you go further. So at least that they're doing the main thing they can. So, but it's funny that Apple's trying to pick straws here.
They just clutching at straws that aren't there. They have not got a leg to bloody stand on.
Because that was like all kinds of shit happened with that. Like they try to get people in that to try and help back Apple up, and then they've turned Apple from what I heard.
Apparently, they're going after Google. They're going after a lot of people though.
They're trying to point fingers, be like, well, "What about you? You doing this?" We don't really care too much. What about you? You doing? No, we don't really care.
So you guess we'll never listen to it though. You just.
I listened to most of it, but it was just a bunch of like boring, random mumble jumble.
So just talking.
Just typical court case crap. It's just like, okay, it'd be very boring. You had to listen to a lot of it. So I listened to a fair bit of it for like half an hour or something like that. And I was like, okay, it's not really any of the important stuff. It was just listing off shit. But then there was like the one thing I found I was reading from that came out as well.
I'm surprised it got to court. Like, fuck's sake.
Well, that's the cold case thing. But there was like the thing where they're like, they got what's his name to like point out like consoles and being all. Do you know? I guess try and prove that if they know what they're doing when they're not just being a business, they know gaming, and they're like, can you point out these consoles? And he's like, named that one, that one, that one, that one. And it's like, yeah, I named them all. It's like what's it's like I know my consoles. It's just kind of funny that they've tried to make. I guess they're trying to be like, do you know these items? Do you know what these items are?
They asked Epic people that.
Yeah, the guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Who runs Epic? He's like, do you know these consoles? He's like, that's a PS5, and that's an Xbox, and that is a Nintendo Switch.
Do they not realize the people at Epic develop games for like 20 years?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I feel like they're trying to be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You have nothing to do with gaming.
No, more than 20 years.
It's like they've not just been a wholesaler. They've actually made games. They've published, developed. They've actually done stuff. Yeah, like
do research.
Apple just feels. Oh, I just thought it was
Apple
hilarious.
Who don't make games, like Jesus.
Exactly. It's just kind of funny. Like. They're trying to prove points.
Mobile games they're making.
It's just they're trying to prove points, and they're just digging themselves a deeper hole. it's hilarious.
I'm just waiting for Steam to get involved and go, they're just gonna put the cork in it. They're just gonna be on fucking Epic side in that.
Oh yeah.
And Google's like, if all them come together as one, man, Apple's just.
Oh yeah, because they need to stop trying to be in a monopoly when it doesn't work.
Well, didn't you say they're going after Microsoft as well? Like,
they've been going after everyone for a while now, and it's just picking at straws. No one else really cares about it. Like no other, business company cares.
They want more fucking money for just having a game on their server.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just like what?
It's over one game.
I know, just because Epic wanted to not charge, not pay the fees to Apple. It's
well, no, not as much.
Well, they wanted to cut that fee, their revenue, because they already paid for the fee to have the game up on the store, and then Apple was like, "Well, we want to take a revenue cut."
That's what you need.
That's why they dropped the prices down. Not every other fee, not being like, "Oh, because you're paying this much, we'll take a cut of that as well."
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
They did nothing to earn it.
Like they paid the housing fee. Like, why do I have to keep paying every time?
I mean, they can afford it, but why do they have to when they've just paid? They probably got millions on that deal alone, and then on top of that, probably even more. Millions. It's like
it's just crazy. It's interesting, crazy stuff. But
that's boring stuff as well. Like, that's why we're not.
That's why that's exactly why I didn't go too much into it, and that's I didn't follow too much of it because it's just boring mumbo jumbo, and I just had to find a lot of the extra small tidbits out of it. It was pretty funny when you start finding all the tidbits that came out of it. It's just hilarious. Apple just holding on for dear life.
Why didn't the whoever's judge and fucking just boom get the fuck out?
Well, it's because they're a big company.
It's stupid.
It's because they're because they're a big company.
Evidence at all of anything. Like I said, they tried to get Steam, Google, but none of them bit the bait. So it's only fucking Epic and.
Yeah,
because they know they've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah,
it is what it is.
But here's something funny that I was going back before. I was going to try and talk about. Before the Resi 8 demo finished up, modders managed to get in and mod a few things with the game. I don't know if you saw this one, but they turned a bunch of the enemies into Barney the dinosaur.
Oh, I got that down.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was
so good though. Like,
yeah,
so good.
But that's insane. Modders getting into shit, not mucking around.
Also, did you see the one yesterday of Lady D and her head is Thomas the Tank Engine?
No, seriously.
Her whole head is Thomas.
Just long, is it elongated?
It is. It's probably that
on the body.
Yeah,
that is funny.
And its mouth moving when she talks is creepy. And I was like,
God.
Whoa.
Oh god. Well, that's exactly.
The thing is, the person playing Ethan is shooting her, and she's like, "That is not fun." And it's like, I was like, "It's not fun." It's like, fuck, it's creepy.
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny, like we said too, where the memes were there when it started, it died off, and now the game's out, and all the memes are coming back. Everyone's simping for Lady. What's that fucking Dimitrescu?
That's what everyone's saying. So.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like
Dimitrescu because it's Castle Dimitrescu.
Yep. Well, anyway, everyone's been simping for her again, so it's kind of which we figured which would happen. you know, game hyped mid between game out, and everyone's just simping for her again, and everyone's just losing their
It's
shit.
not as bad as it was.
No, but it's. I've been seeing a few people here and there post about it.
I'm just getting for the mods.
You'll get a nude mod. You watch out.
Because we saw what in Resi 2 remake, we had Thomas as like Mr. X's fucking Thomas going around.
Oh, I do remember that.
Like this thing was taking up the fucking doorways.
Her head, just her head.
Wait, what? No, it was actually the full Thomas.
Oh, the actual full Thomas in the
thing. Train going, wing, 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 wing.
Just some of the stuff that people do for mods are ridiculously funny. It's just like, what? Who would even thought to do some of these things? Like, what?
Especially in first person, having Thomas like looking down at a 9-foot Thomas head. Like...
Well, I mean, imagine too, because being like that and the head's longer, so when it actually looks down at you, like the train's even closer to your head.
Yeah.
Like the body's back a bit and the head's like
level with her. Like it's like a face, but then it goes out the back.
Oh, it goes out the back. Oh my god.
Still got the hat on it too.
I'm gonna look that up. That's just messed up.
Yeah. It's on IGN, I think.
Oh god.
Or GameSpot, one of them. It's fucking great because she's even just chatting and they've got the mouth moving with it like that. That's pretty.
Oh god.
That's pretty fucking insane.
Oh my god, that's just mental. I definitely gotta see what these other mods are. Oh my god.
There's only those two so far.
Wait, see what else we get.
That Barney one fucking.
Just all these Barneys.
Much, it would be so perfect.
Yeah.
And they were falling over. It was like.
Yeah, I know. They're just clumsy, just trapping over. It's goofy.
Oh, it's because it's those enemies. Like they fall over a lot. They like stumble and move their arms like that.
Just floppy.
And being Barney, they've made him so big. Like those creatures are not that big.
No, that's exactly it.
It's like Barney's nice. Barney's not. He's fucking creepy.
Not on this one. There's many of them.
I want to get for PC now just to play with the mods. I don't think I'm so much fucking more scary. I think like.
Oh yeah.
In the corner, fucking Barney's like, hello.
Hello. What other bits of news have you got? I got a couple other little bits here, but what have you got?
Oh, you know that game Judgment?
I think I remember. Yeah.
I think it's on Xbox now as well. I'm not sure, but Judgment, like we're the cop. It's like a Yakuza.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember. Yeah.
There's a second one coming out. It's called Lost Judgment.
Lost Judgment.
It comes out in September for PS and Xbox.
Wow. And then
someone said there's gonna be a sequel, but then I didn't believe it, and then someone leaked a sequel, and now they've got a trailer out.
So Judgment, Lost Judgment. Would the third one be Found Judgment? Because you had it, then you lost it, and then you found it.
No, then you have it.
And then you have it.
No, then you had it.
Then you had it.
Then you'll get it. Oh, get it. Found Judgment. You'll get it. So
who knows?
I don't know, but I haven't played it. I want to play it. They've just released a next gen one for PS5 anyway. Considering Xbox is the same fucking disc.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like.
That's the one thing that irks me the most. Everyone keeps being like, "Oh, Xbox is so good." Then why is it all the fucking same disc? Why is it? That's why I like PlayStation better, because they're two different discs. It proves the point that they're made differently. The colors are different.
That's getting triggered.
Flashbacks back and dumb.
You look like one of those fucking
back and dumb.
Like it. If only you had like blood on shit on your face.
Oh my god.
But
well,
yeah, man.
Well, speaking of that, in a sense too, I don't know if you're gonna do it, but the Series X and X users get a free upgrade for Metro Exodus.
Well, so they should.
That's the other thing, but I'm like, but it wouldn't be the same on like anything though with those guys. So I was like, that was kind of related to the rant I was gonna have. One of the other ones plugged going.
Sure, both. It's on PC first, and then.
That's exactly my point. That's what I was gonna talk about. That's what I just forgot about. It. Remember then, that people being all like, "Oh, we Xbox users get the free upgrade for Xbox Series S and Series X." It's like everyone fucking gets that shit. Everyone gets it.
Get it.
That's what
did S get? A 30 cap frame rate?
Like it makes. I just want to facepalm every time I see these people. I just want to facepalm every time.
Make a whole episode of just those on the fucking screen, just everyone's post.
Oh, it's just like, you fucking dumb. Like, and the thing too is like, it comes down, when this stuff is done, it comes down to the developers, what they want to do. Developers have the choice of what they want to charge. They tell the distributors, which are Microsoft or Sony, because they make the game, they put it to them, and they distribute it, and then they go to retailers out. But the developers get to choose the price, whether things get free upgrade or you pay for it, whether the different versions are charged more or less. Like, they make the choice first, they give it to them.
You're owned by Sony and Microsoft.
But that's exactly it. But
then it's the publisher who...
That's what people being all like weird. It's like, that's why you look at things like the game people keep forgetting. You looked at Activision and how much they upcharge friggin' their Call of Duty when nothing really changed that much. Like, there's only small changes.
Back, Modern Warfare, not that, but World at War, still like, what, $70? Like...
Yeah. But then you see when the games come out, they had like the base version for the old consoles for like one price, and they had like an extra $20-30 overcharge on the next gen. It's like, and then you see everyone else being all like, "Oh, we've got Assassin's Creed, $79 on old gen, $79 on next gen, exact same price." Like Ubisoft like knew what they're doing. Like, and you go see other companies, like, you got all these, and they actually, you know, it's
they
just
didn't believe the price hike because it wasn't needed.
It's not needed, and it's and they've always, this is how it's always been, it's per developers. So if someone decides to go, oh, we're going to put that on Game Pass, that's because they've signed an agreement with someone, so they're going to put up, or if a game goes on for PlayStation's Game of the Month, or PlayStation's free to, you know, whatever it is, that's because they've chosen to do that through those developers. Like, the developer themselves goes, hey, we're going to do this agreement, we're going to do this to promo the game. Like we've had with, what's that game that's been out? Outriders, I forgot. Outriders, like they partnered up with. I was like, what was the game called again? Outriders. Like they partnered up with Xbox and gone, hey, we want to put our game on Game Pass and put it out there to help promote it because, like we said, they, you know.
Yeah, but I reckon that was more through with sales. Like they wouldn't think it was going to go so well. So
and
like, put it on Game Pass, you can.
Well, that's exactly it. And they had that deal, kind of promo deal with Xbox for a while, so it made sense for them to do that because they had that partnership with Xbox. So it's just like, but like people going like, oh, this console's getting the free upgrade. Well, basically everyone will be getting the same free upgrade, whatever platform it's on. Like, don't make a big deal being like, oh, this gets it. No, you're gonna be.
All you have to do is put Metro Exodus is getting a free upgrade. That's.
Yeah, and people keep trying to be all like, oh, these consoles get it. Yeah, maybe they might get it before. Like maybe okay, it rolls out first on some platforms than others because things are different. Two platforms. That's the thing. They are different. Like,
but one doesn't and one does. That. No.
It just makes
unless
people just
Bethesda game, like you have Bethesda, and then that might happen for a certain amount of time.
It's just people are just getting dumb, and that's what. It's just annoying.
I think they're just salty. Like
it's just picking at straws. Like I said, it's the most trivial shit. Being like, oh, Xbox has got this, Xbox has got that. It's just like,
but do they? That's how they got games. Name a damn exclusive. Right now, that's on just next gen, apart from the media.
Currently, right now, there's nothing. They keep talking about stuff that's coming. Yeah, that's coming. But what about right now? Like, what's right now? What do we got right now?
And the console gen's half over.
I can play any of them. That's what keeps getting me. It's like I can play, and they even advertised again. Actually, that's another thing that I haven't got that they mentioned is they made a statement that Halo Infinite is still coming to last gen.
That's holding it back.
Exactly. People like one of the articles I read was like,
that's what it was.
It's like why putting that's the thing.
Even.
One of the headlines from a different article I saw was like they're releasing Halo Infinite on an 8-year-old platform.
Well, 10 by then maybe.
But yeah, like it's just like fuck. It's just like this is what's the problem in the first place. Stop doing this shit. But hey, what's the point of complaining? Because
Sony are doing that.
Oh well, see if Halo was on
Horizon, they're going to go 4 and 5, but then again, Horizon isn't as demanding, like graphic wise. But then again, it might be being a sequel.
But we've already learned now. Like haven't people learned the lessons? It's just like make it exclusively to only run on Series X and Series X, and you've got yourself a better deal.
COD is only next gen. I think that this year's COD are only next gen. Well, it runs better on them. So
that's the thing because they say that because then I'll still be able to chuck it into my Xbox and play it. It's fucking dumb.
It runs better. I'm like, can you
that's the problem. Stop doing the whole.
Cut off the last gen. You got to cut off making games. Like, it sucks they don't have a console.
And that's like I know
but...
they're trying to be keeping everyone involved, but you can still have cross-play platforms with different gens. But like to start getting to the point, if you want to sell your consoles, stop trying to keep everyone together, being like we got these, we got that, because that's going to create a diverse play. Because you look at it, the Series X has great like better quality. Everything's just better. So when you're playing games, like if you're playing like Fortnite. As a base example, if you look at your settings and you look at your differences, you've got render distances. So you can see things further compared to an old console. That person on the next gen platform is going to have the advantage over last gen because if I'm on last gen, I can only see this far. But if I'm on next gen, I can see this far. So that means I can see that person that's there. I can shoot them out before they even got to the point for them to realize I'm there.
Yep.
Like there's an unequal advantage.
Because that happens to us on PC. It's like, where are you getting shot from? We don't see them until like they're right in front of us sometimes. Like
and that's exactly it. Like that's the problem. They're like, oh no, we want to keep everyone involved. No, just fucking cut Xbox. Yeah, I love my Xbox. I play my Xbox. But if you cut it off the head, and I have to play my games on next gen console, like preferably make next gen, then I will make myself go out and buy that console. I would have done that with the PS5, but I couldn't get my hands on a PS5, so I don't have one. But I would have gone, if I had the money and I could buy one, I would have gone out and bought the PS5. Because that's offering me, I've said this a million times, they're offering me new content that I can't play on what I've got. If I can play on what I got, what's the point of me spending $700 on a new machine? Like, I'm not going to do it. I mean, this thing's starting to break, so technically I do have to because my ports are breaking on this thing, so therefore eventually I'm not going to be able to actually play this thing at all. So technically I have to, but if I have a decent machine that runs, why do I need to get one? I don't. Oh, okay, it looks a little bit better. So be it. I've still got old games. I'm still playing 360 games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still happily playing 360 games if I want to, and then, like, the same comparison playing, like, between X and going back to 1. Like, the quality is different. Imagine playing 360 games.
They'll look way better on the Series X than they do on the fucking
But like,
1X.
imagine me cracking out my Wii and playing all my games on the Wii. Like, I'll happily do that. I'm not massively fussed on graphics to a degree, but like, it's more the gameplay. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll crack out my old games. Cracked out Tron, and those controls are janky as fuck. Like, if the controls are janky, it's a no go for me. But if it's the controls and everything's fine, it's just the graphics.
But yeah, you play Halo.
Hey,
the Halo controls are janky.
Oh, they still work, alright.
Melee with a fucking bumper, fucking. Oh
yeah, no, but I'm saying like if you play them on the old system, they work great.
Yeah, but not now. Like
playing on the Master Chief Collection playing on the Master Chief Collection is broken. Master Chief Collection. Well, Master Chief changed. Even if you look at the default settings, if you get the Master Chief Collection games and you look at their so-called default settings for a game, and then you get the 360 or the original Xbox and look at their default settings, the button mapping is completely different. Completely different.
Is it by much or just a few buttons?
Well, they try to make their new default more like I think it was more like the Call of Duty style kind of weird stuff that I remember.
That was not fucking melee.
It was like B or something.
Melee is B or the fucking stick.
Yeah, and they've changed all the default controls. Oh, they try to make it fluid through all the games, and it just got confusing. That's why I can't play them on the Master Chief Collection because the controls are fucked. It's just.
And then for like Halo 5, like the whole collection, like Halo 5.
Yeah.
Because that was normal, wasn't it? That was B to melee.
I think it went back and that was the confusing part because it was like kind of normal, but it was broken because the controller was different. Then it went weird all the way through, and then it come back to like what it was, or some shit.
It's not hard for the devs to just button map on their side, put out an update. It's like a few meg update. Like
the game's a hot mess.
Well, it was a lot worse, but it's a lot better now.
It's flowing better.
Control, unless you play keyboard and mouse, don't touch it.
So,
because I was pressing wrong buttons, I was dying. So I'm like,
this whole episode is basically me just ranting. I feel like it's me ranting.
We're making a rant episode, Des.
Oh, I guess it is.
Well, we've been going for nearly an hour. It's been a whole hour of rant.
45 minutes. But anyway. You got anything else to share?
Des, you'll be happy. Did you play Psychonauts back in the day?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Well,
Game Pass?
What? In a few days. It's actually the 13th of this month. It's coming in Game Pass. Where's the hype?
I know.
It's Microsoft. It's an exclusive. Where's
the classic?
Hype?
It's a classic.
Is it on both consoles? Is the first game on both?
There's older consoles like the OG.
Yeah, like was it on PS2 on that? 3 or whatever the fuck it was on? Was it just Xbox 360?
Xbox.
Man, where's the hype? It comes out in like a week. Where's the fucking hype?
I know.
I found out on IGN and it's only a trailer and no one's hyped about it. It's like, oh, that's coming out.
What the other news was the Conan. Conan coming to Game Pass.
Didn't we say that last week?
No, I mentioned not on the podcast. It was just we were on stream. We're streaming.
Every day feels like a fucking podcast.
I know, because we stream. We stream. We
podcast, we stream. It's like we're doing a party on the damn stream.
Pretty much, sometimes. That's what it feels like.
We should record our streams and put them in the fucking potty.
Do you like that time where we did the like video game podcast kind of style attempt?
Oh, fucking that Warzone thing.
That Warzone with Eddie. No. Eddie, it's not going to happen. I know if you watch this one, it's not going to happen. We tried it. We tried it. He actually asked me. He goes, "We should do another one of those again." He got Burley. He asked me. He asked me if we should. He goes, "Oh, we should do another one of those again." I'm just like, "What are we going to play?" Oh,
Fortnite.
I'm calling you out again, Eddie. If you're watching this, when he asked me, was it he asked me to ask you, or he asked you? Or no, he was trying to ask you, but you didn't hear him. And he goes, "Jim, do you play Hunt?" He asked if you played Hunt. The fucking. I was like, that's where me and Jim started. Me and Jim was one of the games we played together was the Hunt. What do you think? I tried to get Eddie into it, and then we played it. We legit played it with him that one time. We played 3 players, and then I was like, that's like the last time we tried getting you to play it. Like, I was like, I guess really last time I played it as well. I was like, we'll all play it together, and then he'd like forgotten that you'd played it because he was like, oh, have you got Hunt? Have you played Hunt? Like, oh mate. Love you, Eddie. Love you, Eddie.
You do it to a lot of games, bro.
Yeah, we love you. We love you. I'll give you a little shout out. Well, I don't even know what your name is now. We're gonna stick. It's just Bamsky. I think that's what it's at. I'll give you a little shout out. But you keep changing your fucking name. Is it gaming? Is it not gaming? Is it Xbox? Is it not Xbox? I don't. Oh, I get my nipples in a twist.
Literally.
This is a rant episode, so it's happening. But I give you a small shout out. So Bamsky. Whatever the fuck it is at the end.
Oh, if this is a rant one, next to go on for fucking days.
If it was a proper rant. This is just rambles. This is Dale's rambles, remember?
Right.
If it was Dale's rants, it'd be a different thing. Imagine if I was...
One more thing as well.
Yeah, what is it? What do you got?
I think Psychonauts is coming to console, PC, and the cloud. So.
Oh, okay, so it's coming to cloud gaming as well.
Also, when you get a chance, Daz, you know Little Nightmares?
Ooh.
And the second one just come out.
Yeah.
They've got a rip-off game. Not by them, but there's a game like that called Broken Veil.
Oh, a rip-off game, like a knockoff of...
Yeah, of Little Nightmares, which means they're making waves in the games, man.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is fucked up. The dude's got face blindness. Like, he can't see people's faces.
The character you play as?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude turned around, he's got a big fucking grin on his face. So it's like...
Oh, so it's like that kind of genre-style game is taking off kind of thing.
Like Little Nightmares.
Ooh.
It's in Soviet Russia.
Soviet Russia.
So it's all snowy, dark, and I'm like, it's a 3D puzzle platformer. So Soviet Russia, boy has face blindness. You got to help him find his mother. Which, how can he know who it is?
Yeah, I like Little Nightmares. I like those games because I played like Inside and Limbo and stuff like that, and they were great.
Oh, but these are way more.
Oh yeah, intense. But it's in that kind of genre of those kind of platformers.
Yeah.
But those games are great. And I played I played the first one. I never finished the first one, but I got pretty into it. And I was like, ooh, it's so good.
I haven't played them.
So intense. They get intense. They're pretty well engineered.
Well, when you get a chance after the potty does Broken Veil, it comes out on Steam sometime this year.
I don't look it up.
I'll be looking at Steam, see when we'll just put it on my wish list so when it pops up. Because it is pretty fucked up. Like, these people, like, this big, toothy grin is like, ugh. It's so disturbing.
Yeah.
But, now, Broken Veil, check it out.
Veil.
I mean, there's a minute trailer, I think, of it.
And then to try and get our usual plug, because we're going to try and get our... Well, you should check out... Actually, I don't... How?
One every episode.
I try not to do it. It's just force of habit now. To segue into the... Well, I don't know where to segue in and out of it, but I'll start off with this, then we'll segue to where we want to go. So 23.5% of players have maxed out their street cred in Cyberpunk.
I'm one of them.
He's one of them. I'm nearly maxed it out, but...
I did everything in that game.
So that shows you that a lot of people have played the hell out of it and have completed it.
Top like 5%, I think. I finished that fucking quick. 10% maybe.
So that's the latest news that I've got for Cyberpunk to keep the Cyberpunk plug rolling. Cyberpunk CDPR.
I think there was a patch coming out soon.
There are another patches as possible. Well, there's always been the rumors lingering around for a while, but DLC will be coming soon, possibly. I think it's be minor stuff for now, but segueing from that, we do have up on the Redbubble store our new 1 year anniversary Cyber Dunk ripoff. I don't know, kind of Beardy Bros. Was it Slack Division presents Beardy Bros. Some Cyberpunk actions. So we've got our own 1 year anniversary Beardy merch up on the Redbubble store, so you can check out. I'll put something up on the video. Yeah, I'll put up here. You know, Redbubble with the PickleTube TV store. Otherwise, also search up on Redbubble Beardy Bros. That's BEARDY space BROS. Beardy Bros. And then you'll be able to find it there. You can even type in Beardy Bros 1 year anniversary. That will come up as well. But basically, you should be able to find it. You'll see at least our typical symbols is our Beardy mugs with this 1 year anniversary shirt. You can tell you cannot tell that it's not me and Jim. Like, if you go like, who's these people? You can clearly tell it's me and Jim. Like, Jim is dressed a bit like Johnny Silverhand, and I'm partly dressed like V. We look fucking fantastic on that shirt. There was a fun one to design up. It's so intense. Oh, we're just serious. We look glorious with our beards and everything. Don't mess with us. So it's like a video game poster art kind of style, comic book cover style design that I went with. So I wanted to do something good for the 1 year. Eventually, once we do get out there, maybe a bit more, we'll have like that 1,000 milestone. Maybe once we get to that point when we get 1,000 followers, we'll have that 1,000 subscribers, I guess, milestone.
Yeah, 1,000 episodes.
Even that, there's stuff like that. 1,000 episode, 100 episode, maybe do 100 episode merch. We've got 1 year merch. We'll have 1 year merch. We'll have, I don't know, maybe 100 subscriber merch. That people can buy. We'll do a giveaway eventually. Hey. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that at some point. Once we get to that point, we'll do some merch giveaways.
And then each year gets bigger. You just change a few things on it, so it just makes it stand out.
Yeah. Well, I'll do design. We'll make the designs unique each milestone, so they different each time for whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
But I'll make us look glorious.
Your fingernails are painted again.
Yeah, they're still coloured. I haven't done anything with that. It's still the same as last time. Yeah, still the same. They have nicked a few here and there.
Yeah.
The thumb, I peeled the thumb off, but I scratch it just comes off. Nail polish doesn't stick to my nails. I can just scratch it off. But no, yeah. So there we've got our milestones. So that's why I thought I'll at least plug the merch as always. I haven't really plugged the merch for a while, but definitely check it out on the redbubble.com.
It is fucking good.
PickleTube TV.
I'll try and get a shirt.
We will be getting some shirts eventually. Yeah.
I can wear on here like Slack Division.
It's pretty dope. It's my little joke. So, the more you listen to it, the more you realize where it starts popping up. So, oh, my screen's gone black. But no, definitely. So we've got a bunch of different merch. We've got, of course, the basic podcast merch. And then we've got those new things. I'm tempted to even turn some of the thumbnails into art merch as well. Maybe do some stickers and stuff from those, maybe. Don't know yet.
On t-shirts, that'd be freaking dope.
I mean, that's the thing. Depending on who knows what could happen, we might get some of those designs up on shirts, get some more stickers out there. Is there a
limit you can put on Redbubble or not?
No, I got heaps of designs up on my account.
Fucking every thumbnail on a shirt.
I mean, it could happen.
What episode do I want to wear?
I mean, what would be meta is if I could do it in advance, make a thumbnail. Like, I wouldn't know. I don't know how I'd know what the episode is unless I do a generic thumbnail that's so generic where I make a design, put up on Redbubble, we wear the shirt, and we use that thumbnail for that episode at the same time while we're wearing the shirt.
That's what I mean, like thumbception.
Like, it'd be like, what? It'd be like, we're wearing the shirt. Or imagine doing it even more where it's like a photo of us like wearing a shirt with us on the shirt with us wearing that shirt.
I had an idea. It was us wearing a shirt of us wearing a shirt of another shirt wearing another shirt.
Of a shirt wearing a shirt. It's like a shirt wearing a person.
Like each person inside the shirt is wearing another one of the shirts. Like,
it could be like me and you going through it, like me, you, me, you, me, you.
It'd be weird. It'd be
Beardy bro merch. That'd be cool. I see a few people doing that, but like, yeah.
There'll be like people going, "What is that?"
It's a shirt with me, with a shirt of you, with a shirt of me, with a shirt of you, with a shirt of me, with a shirt of you, with a shirt, and we can have the opposite rotating one. So then the main large photo is like me wearing you, and then you have one with me, and it's like verse. So then it shrinks down, that properly spirals. So it makes sense. It's not just me wearing me.
Yeah.
And then
look at him showing off himself.
Yeah, it's like it's me wearing you, that's wearing me, that's wearing you. Like that'd be our own specific shirts. That'd be for us because it'd be weird if other people were wearing us.
I'm actually going to share that Slack Division Cyberfunk on my Twitter tonight.
Oh yeah, do it on yours and the Beardy Bros as well if you haven't done the Beardy Bros.
Yeah.
Save that. You should be able to save the image. I think you can download it.
I saved it because I sent it out already to people. I'm like, look at this.
Oh, I haven't done a decent. Like I like my thumbnails, but I really got into that. I was just like, oh, and then like the numbers and everything. You know how you like the moves with the calculations and they start adding like the memes where it's like the numbers. I was like, and I started doing everything. I was like, oh, this idea, and I was like going, ha, and like, oh, sipping on it, like going mad at it. I was like mad scientist. I was like, all the ideas. I was like, this is great, and it just fucking looked perfect. I'm so happy with that. So chuffed.
We can always get the shirt so because we can put it just in the episode and people can actually see it.
I just can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to get some money so I can buy myself some merch of the stuff and just be like, yes, just wear it. I kind of do. I kind of
to Redbubble Afterpay.
I know. If they had Afterpay, it'd be so much more easier.
That was like, I want this.
Oh. I'm thinking of also one of the ones which would be good is the that light blue one where it says "Why is this?" in all caps. That'd be perfect on a shirt, straight up. Like that's perfect. What are you thinking?
Ideas.
We'll leave them for later. We can talk about it after the potty.
Right?
No giving out ideas. I mean, there was that one idea. Well, there is that one idea which we have talked about it on stream where it was the gym juice, whatever it was, where I'm the cup and you're the juice.
Oh, the gym juice.
The gym juice. Yeah, where I gotta be like I gotta try and juicy gym or something like that. Where it's like I'm the cup though, so like it's transparent, like kind of like me, but then it's like you on the inside as juice with like kind of like your eye, like your beardy kind of because orange because the beard, and it's like a weird balance between the two of us. I don't know how I'd do it, but I kind of got the vague idea. It would be kind of really goofy looking, but.
I mean, it'd be like this Slack Division thing. It would just evolve. Like, oh, this.
Because I read there was like gym juice inside of me, and I was like, I'm the cup. Gym's inside. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that would be fucking hilarious. It's gym juice.
We're playing Fortnite, and Daz is just like, huh? It came out of nowhere. It's like, my dad is a fucking shit.
There's so many things I've had ideas for that we've not like. I've still got to try and do. Like, I'm still trying to get this thing sorted. I've kind of had it balanced to a degree, so I can try and hopefully make the little figures that I wanted to do of us at some point, but...
Just imagine that, having them sitting around. Ooh.
Little Jim and Dale figs.
Little poppy thing, like...
Little statues, make little... So who knows?
How would you make them, though? That'd be, like, you need dimensions.
I've got to do the program and then model it up, like I had been playing with at one point with one of the programs, and then just send it through and just print it, but... It's just trying to find...
That's crazy.
It's been tedious. It's been tedious, so eventually I'll do that for us at some point.
I'll make my own chair.
A Jim spoon. Move over Joji spoon. Jim spoon. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
So basically up on Joji's... Kind of helping to plug Joji's store right now. So you go to his Joji's store and there's basically just a basic spoon. And on the spoon is engraved on it, Joji spoon. And it's just like, oh, it's like, no, it says it's on the spoon. Actually, no, on the head, it's give me love. Yeah, in the actual scoop of the spoon, it says give me love, and then on the arm, on the hand, like the end, it has Joji. So it's the Joji spoon, give me love. That's just freaking hilarious. But it kind of makes sense because like give me love, like spoon feed me love kind of thing.
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of cool, like a little metaphor. It's like, give me love, just feed it to me, you know. But that's my news.
Cool idea though.
But yeah, no. So yeah, definitely that merch. I might have to try and plug it too when I've plugged it up. Put the picture up as well.
Oh yeah. I think I might start tagging that in post, so like Redbubble Beardy Bros.
Try plugging it out, but yeah, no, I'm definitely happy with that design. I want, hopefully people get onto that and help support us, please. Like I said, it's not about the money. The money is just the bonus. It's not much anyway. That's why I'm not too worried. Well, it comes. I get a little bit out of it anyway. It's not much, but that goes back into the kitty. But definitely, I mean, I just want people to get our merch and just flaunt our merch for us. Just wear it around, just share our support and love. We've already seen that it works partly. So.
Right.
I was wearing my merch and someone followed me from it. I was surprised it actually worked for a change.
What about your freaking neighbour?
Yeah. I was surprised it actually, even then, like, I'm surprised it actually did something. I didn't think that would actually work.
I was like,
it was a joke.
Like, talking to Jack, I was like, talking to Jack? Dad, that's creepy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Because they didn't announce themselves. It's just like, oh, we know that. We talked to Jack. I'm like,
yeah. Luckily they knew you, like we all knew each other, it's fine. You knew Jack, so...
It was
Joji spoon.
Creepy. But funny.
My fingers. I know, I just got mesmerised. I do this every now and then where I like line my hands up and you can kind of get them at the same height. And you see that one finger's shorter than the other.
Oh, wow.
If you get them right, you see one finger's shorter than the other. And for me, it's my... Do you see it? See the height difference?
Yeah.
That one's longer.
Yeah, you have to know when you play guitar, your fretting hand is bigger than your strumming hand.
It's crazy. That's why I could never been able to guitar, because my hands are actually kind of short. They're long but short. No,
but like your hand gets bigger. Like you just stretch out like that and doing chords and
that's like that. That's why that meme that was a while back where they're saying like over evolution of time gamers will have these like elongated fingers. Like no, we won't. We've been playing with those controllers for how long? Like our fingers are not going to be like
40, 50 years pretty much.
Like, try to make it like the controls. Like,
yeah, that won't happen.
It's fucking stupid.
Even with a hunchback, because you don't game like this all the fucking time. Especially like this, I game like this.
Well, you stand
straight up.
I sit.
You know, it's not like I mean, you do sit like that.
But as well, but if you haven't noticed as well, we're wearing Nintendo merch this week. I don't know why, but we're both wearing Nintendo merch. His beard's disappearing.
Should I say, oh, Beardy bro. Oh. Don't take that ideas, people.
Where there's only one Beardy Bros. We're technically stealing someone else's idea.
No, but like put one of our faces here and one here. No.
Oh, well, depends on the color. What color do you want to be?
Don't know.
Do you want to be the orange, like that, but actually with the beard?
I don't know. What do you think?
I can be green. Or you want to be green? Or I could be
green. At some point. But I don't know. That's like Mario Bros. And you have like.
It can be Beardy Bros.
A fucking podcast series or something like. Oh.
Yeah. The thumbnail for this video, Nintendo.
But would Nintendo be pissed?
Slack Division.
Would Nintendo be pissed?
Slack Division. Well, I already made the Nintendo knockoff Beardy logo. And I've already. And we can be Slack Division and do the Slack Division Beardy Bros.
Yeah, because I reason I thought of that because it's like Mario Beardy.
So where it has like Nintendo, we can have Slack Division, and it can be Beardy Bros, and we can have the whole. Yeah. Nah, they can hear about the merch before it comes out. Little sample tiddly bit.
I don't know what it can even look like, so.
It'd be kind of like that, not exactly.
Yeah, like, not exactly. Like it could be anything. It could be multiple versions. Like, who knows?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Different variants.
I have a jazz version, a gin version.
That's what I was thinking on
the nose. Yeah. Oh dear.
What?
I have got that really.
Basically, that is you. that could be you. Straight, just needs a beard instead of the mustache.
Take the
hat off. Take the hat off and put just bald head.
Mario's not orange though.
It's the fireball.
What that?
It's the fireball. When it's the alternate fireball mode, he turns red.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's why he's throwing the fireball. He's like, "Wada, wada." I got Link. Like I said, I got Link in the crystal.
What another? I've wore this in how many fucking episodes? Well, not many, but like, have we not realized?
Well, that's like this. That's like this shirt here that I got. I got it from one of my loot box things, mystery boxes back in the day. And when they sent this shirt out, it actually came out in 3 different colours. It came out in... Because I think I got the pink one, yeah. It's faded quite a bit. But it came out... No, it's gone white. It was meant to be pink, like red. But it's faded so much. But it came out in red, green, and blue. They sent out 3 different colours, depending on what you got. Because based on the ruples. It was the rupees or whatever it was. So, yeah, like, that's pretty cool. It's like the same design, but just in different colours. I'm like, that's really cool. That's what I got to start doing for us. Like, it's the same design, different colours.
2 different things, yeah.
So they just slightly changed. Big things coming, people. If you buy the merch, it helps us say that you want the merch, and we'll make more merch. Well, I'll make more merch. Jim just goes, yeah!
Well, I'll buy the merch.
Who buy the merch? I do all the design work. I do
I'll give ideas, but I'm not that artistic.
It helps that we can bounce ideas, so it's not just me thinking my tinker. So...
Because I can't use art programs.
Otherwise
I wouldn't be doing it.
I think that's why it works great. He's got the ideas. They come to me, and I can to him. And I'll have one bit, and then he has an idea, and then we're on the same wavelength. And it helps too if we're on some part of the same mind length, because mind wave, because then it helps because we're thinking the same thing, but then we think slightly different at the same time. So it's like it works. I was kind of sad. Juddy, you listen to this. I was kind of hoping... Actually, I'll mention this. I was looking back over when I was editing the last week's episode, which was our year anniversary. When we were doing the joke, and we were both on the same page. We were just like... And I was hoping Juddy would do it, and he didn't do it. We were all like that, and like, we're all there, and Juddy was just by himself. She was going, ha ha ha, and he didn't do it. I was like, come on, we both did it! And we held it for so long. It's like, we're so... just whacked the mic, but it was so perfect. I'm like, come on! I was like, just looking at him, just going, and he's just going, oh, like missed opportunity. I reckon if it was Wookie though, Wookie would have done it. Wookie would have, he would have been straight onto it.
You would have seen Wookie do it.
Like,
mic's in the way. I need to get one that goes over and out to here.
Up and over, yeah.
No, not in the fucking right.
On the whack length. Oh, well, I think this might be a short episode for this week.
As I said here.
I think it might be a short. We've got nothing else. I don't really have. And you have anything else to ramble on about?
Not sure. It's an hour and a bit.
Yeah, but we on average we've been going for an hour and a half over.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't have to be long all fucking.
No, as I'm saying, we could have a short one this week. I think we might actually start. Yeah. I mean, we could keep talking, but I don't really have too much else to go on about. I've had my rambles. So I've had my vent.
Because we rambled about the merch, so that's drawing that on.
Yeah.
Get it?
Hey. But yeah, nothing else. Do you want to have a quick look? Do you want to have a quick Google, see if there's anything we can find, or?
Not really. I mean, I've tried before, but
I'll have a quick.
It's gonna be Dead Space unless you cut that out.
It could be Dead Space, could not be Dead Space. Dead Space 4.
Dead Space. No, that's the other game. That experiment game coming from them. That's not Dead Space.
Yeah, I know. They're moving on.
Ah.
Recommended for you. What's been recommended? That's just titties.
See? Nothing.
It's just cold ones.
It's been a quiet week, bruh.
Yeah, not much has really been happening.
Apart from India and COVID, that's pretty much it.
Oh, it's just, yeah.
India's got a second wave. I'm like,
they've been on that second wave for a while, or whatever, expecting for a second wave.
But hell, you're getting a nice trim version.
This is a nice short episode for the week, and I'll leave it to Jim to wrap up the episode.
Yeah, it does. You know how it is. Thank you for joining us on episode 19. I had to look at it again. Because we've had that 19 twice now, it's like, what are we on? It's on like episode 60 or something. But we've been Dale and Jim, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
I cut out. It was like
ratios.
What the fuck? Ratios.
Ratios.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Like an hour. We could have just done like this.
We'll do a special short episode where we just whisper.
30 minutes long.
Ratios. Well, actually,
fuck it.